I am Muttiah Muralitharan. Subscribe Siddharth Kannan's YouTube channel.
Some people call him one of the greatest cricketers of all time. Some people say he's a magician. Some people say what a story he's had. Some people see his hardships. Some people tell me he's the simplest man alive. You will discover that today on my show. I am Siddharth Kannan. Murali Anna, ella sokyuma?
Nalla Saukyo. Thank you very much. Vanakkam.
Romba sandosham unga paathu. So many records. But what intrigued me about you was not only your on-field expertise, but also your life experiences. And that's tougher than on-field. So if I told you to look back and do a flashback, would you say that the off-screen battles were more than the on-field battles?
Definitely, because I come from a minority community in Sri Lanka. So forefathers are from India. So when the Britishers were ruling India and Sri Lanka at the time, they born for tea plantation. They took my grandfather to in 1920s. I can remember. That's what they told. And since then, after Britishers left, all started different way, and struggle came for my family and everybody. So now it's peace. And something concrete, no more fights, nothing, no gunshots. So I think after 2009, end of the war, it is everything peaceful. For me, I'm a Sri Lankan and I love it to live in there.
How nice. But you've also said somewhere, I quote unquote you, is it my mistake that I'm a Sri Lankan Tamilian? You've said somewhere.
Yeah, because when I had this problem in 2020, almost 2019, when Vijay Sethupathi want to portray as act like me as a character. So not all of Tamil Nadu, some politicians put a lot of pressure to not to act because of the misquotes and they don't understand me who I am in Sri Lanka as a Tamil. Not many people knows. So they quote different levels because they might not, some people doesn't not like my face. So maybe they never met me. So the wrong quotes that some politicians believes those are true, and some public. So they wanted to boycott Vijay Sethupathi not to act. So then I said, because whether that is not my mistake to born as a Sri Lankan Tamil, that is nobody can change. That is the ancestors where we come and how we are. Your identity you can't change, but you can't change your nationality also, because you're born in some country, you're that nationality. So these are things you can't change. I can't change. So I was a little bit disappointed way act in Tamil Nadu, but not everyone say everything has pros and cons, right? 80% will support me, 20%. Even if I do everything good for people, still there will be opposition. They don't like my face. They want to put something. So we have to take this life, life is beautiful and you just battle it on.
It's like another bat and ball game that you have on the field. You're having it actually outside the field too, right? If you look at your life, but you keep saying they don't like my face, they don't like my face.
Some, not everyone.
Sure. But why is it like that? Why is it that a sporting hero has a political angle to him attached?
Because the country has gone through so much political revolutions. Like, after British gave 1948 freedom, independent country became Sri Lanka. Then in 1954, they started this division. So when you take independent, I only read about it. I'm not sure because I can't say this is the truth or not. What my mind has got it from
I'm not going to hold you for it. Don't worry.
no, I'm not scared about anything, but what sources, right? Because we believe on sources, we get that. So 55 or 54, they started this problem, like, first time, always the car plates, number plates are in EY or English letters. So they want to make it in Sri Lankan letter, one letter Sri, right?
Yeah.
So I think that time Tamil politician was protesting on that. So then this division started from there. I think that's what they started in 19. Maybe you are one of the best journalists. You might know the facts more than me. So then after that, this was going like, politically, not between the public, the people of this country, no division. Still, many people, 90-80% no division. Maybe 20% also thinks same angle of what politician thinks. But we live to like brothers and sisters, like in Sinhalese, we are in the central of the country. So we are not the north or east or it is majority, we live with the people there. So we don't think like that. So then 1977 something happened, then we also got affected as a family and everything. So this division, 83 riots, then war started in 80s only, the war was so way, and it's finished in 2009. So they are misquotes. So one time they asked me, if you ask me, that also asked in 2019, after 10 years of war finished, asked a question, right, in a public forum, asked me, what do you think about after war, what do you think? I said, I was happy, the war is ended. Both sides, now for last 10 years, there is no gunshot. Not people are dying. So I am happy, nobody is dying from both sides, right? Not even ID code. That they took it in a different media, I take it, they edit it and everything and put it like they're saying that I was very happy when LTT was demolished in 2009.
My God, so you were literally misquoted.
Definitely, because it's a Tamil media. They are sometimes, see, if you don't like someone, right, you can write whatever you want, because I can't be bothered about fighting for that and it's misquoted and everything. We pass on, we go, because see, people can make opinions on others. That is not that the person. You don't know the person. You know, your family will know, your friends will know who you are. But in social media, anybody can write anything, right? They can make you such a nice, wonderful human being, maybe a rogue. It has to write something bad about him that follows like a viral. So social media, you can write. There is no law as such going to take them to courts or anything that, I don't know. The social media sometimes makes miserable on people without not, because we should not bother about that. Some are, see, social media, I'm not saying the media personalities, I'm telling the people who can put their comments in the media, they can write anything they want.
Did you try and clarify that? Because it's obviously created a whole kind of a propaganda, right? People, especially with this film, people are saying boycott the film, people are having protests and things like that. And when you were misquoted, I'm sure you must have tried to clarify. Did you clarify openly saying, hey, I've been misquoted, this is not what I feel?
See, in South India, general public, they all love me. I played for 3 years of CSK. I married a South Indian girl. So my grandfather is born in Serukkalai, near Velur in Trichy, close to a small place. So we all from Indian origin. I have OCI thing. I am 16 years I'm carrying when I'm playing also. I can, without visa, I can walk into this country. So the people of the country is the people of Tamil Nadu didn't protest. Protest came from certain political parties, I don't want to name.
Sure.
And with that, the movie, some directors and some people who took the step to another level and then put the pressure to, because he's a very good actor. Everyone know he's wonderful actor.
Vijay, right?
He's a wonderful human being as well. So he, Vijay Sethupathi. So he had about 6-7 movies to do. In my movie, only feeling if he gets stuck and if he doesn't, they come threatening their family and everything to boycott. So I thought it's unreasonable because of my selfishness to put a movie asking him to sabotage his career. So I told him personally, sir, just make sure that I like you to be act. I know you also want to act this, but please withdraw this, and in a nicer way. And he was disappointed when you withdrawing, but to help him, because he's the, I think Tamil Nadu people or maybe all Indian cinema, world cinema enjoys his roles now, because those would have been sabotaged if you've done, because you know this political party can make their life miserable.
In fact, I think you told the filmmakers, I want this film to be really true, no holds barred. Am I right?
Yes, I told. See, Sripati was. See, the film also has my life. This film also came in so much of struggle, right?
Took 5 years.
5 years, COVID, Vijay Sethupathi, then the financial crisis when you landed in Sri Lanka. So many incidents. Then I made sure if anybody doing, Sripati should do the movie, no other directors, because that's the way I gave the rights. Why I give is, he came 2 years in Sri Lanka, researched everything. He stayed in our house, my father's house, everywhere, friends, everything. Even some stories I don't know, it's in the film. I don't know, back of, I don't know what happened and those days. So those are there. So I told him one thing, it has to be there. You make the screenplay, I don't mind, but it has to be a true story. Not should added anything to make the film good and make me the person who I am, you show as I am. Not make sure I am the beautiful person, I am this person, like don't show it like that. Show as I am.
I appreciate that, because years back there was a film made on an Indian cricketer who had a lot of controversies around him. I'm not going to take the name, but we'll understand. And I remember the director was a very, very close friend of mine, and he came and told me the film didn't do well, because when finally we were showing all those controversies, the Indian cricketer said, you can't show this, you can't show this, you can't show this. And people didn't like the film because they wanted to know what happened. You had match-fixing controversies on you as well, right? When that happened to you, did it hurt you? Especially when people passed judgments on that. What did Muttiah Muralitharan go through when he played for the country? He got 800 wickets, broke every record in the book. But that was a tough thing to go through, right?
No, I never had a match-fixing controversy.
You never.
I will never ever had in that. My one was all the bowling action in cricket field, bowling action, and politically is the identity. Like, I'm a Tamil, so there's some people say I'm a traitor of Tamil. Like, some people, like they don't understand. They say I can't speak Tamil, I don't want to speak Tamil. I studied in Tamil. I did நல்லா பேசுறேன், நல்ல தமிழ்ல தான் படிச்சேன், தமிழ் எழுத தெரியும், எல்லாம் தெரியும். இது தெரியாதவங்க, because whoever not met, it's a story. See, in life, some personalities, they can put stories, but you can't be bothered about fighting for that. You have to just pass it, because who you know, your closest people will know, understand you, they will understand you. But you can't go and portray yourself to somebody else who don't know. I'm that. When you chucking incident, if you take, I'm saying real cricketers who are legends sometimes, they feel still I'm not right. They don't believe on technology and everything, but they are adamant. They put there in the mind, and the 70% believe, 30% doesn't believe. So how can I prove that? I went to so many tests, see now, technology has gone to another level. You can see everything. But they use iPhones, these phones, they go to technology. But when you come to a situation like this, they don't believe the technology. They believe their eyes. See, illusion. There is a call illusion. You are in a TV and all these movies and everything, you know very well. When you 2-dimension, TV is 2-dimension. When it comes to 3-dimension only, you can see your body movements and everything right way. So, 2-dimension, there is illusions, so angles. So, these are the things I learned because of these things, because I'm going to this, all the people explain why this looks like that, but it is not.
In fact, during the Boxing Day test match, right, 7 to 8 times your bowling action in Sri Lanka versus Australia was picked up. Especially one umpire kept, calling you out for chucking. At that time, were you demoralized?
I was shocked. See, it's not the word or demoralized, just shocked. I didn't know what to do. When it happened, I just went and told Arjuna as a captain, his umpire is accusing this. Yeah. Then he said to continue bowling, because how can a person throw a ball 7 times in an over? I finished the over. I bowled for his eyes. I bowled 6 genuine deliveries. I finished the over. So the 7, that is not right. Can you change like that? It's not impossible for a human being to change your action. One bowl you bowl like this, one bowl like this. You're a professional cricketers. You learned and learned. Your mannerism, your body movements are years and years of practice. It can't. It is the signal from the brain goes only same way. It doesn't change like this, do that, right? So it is impossible to do that. So I thought he got it wrong. He umpired before so many matches. He should have called at the time. I think in that day is the most important day of Australian cricket calendar, sporting event in India. This is a Boxing Day. It is the most famous day. 80,000-90,000 people come and watch. All of Australia will be watching the match. I think sometimes people make mistake. He made a mistake and he may been pushed to do that or don't know. So it is a question mark that remains.
Or do you think it was deliberately done because Australia knew that you're a potent force and maybe to sabotage you, they did it? Tell me honestly, what did your heart say?
My heart, if you want my honest opinion, right, okay. I need a little bit of time to explain why I think like this.
Please do.
Right. When I started playing cricket in 80s, okay, 80s when he played. So you don't see your action. There is no iPhones or camera.
Technology wasn't there.
Zero. Then in the mirror, it's not difficult because you go to the house and showing action is different. Bowling in the middle is different, right? So I don't know the action. So when I saw my action, I was 18 years old. That time was in a club tournament. I played for Tamil Union Cricket Club. So it's a first class. We got qualified for a day-night tournament, 4 teams. In that, I bowled. See, my schoolmate is Ruwan Kalpage. He also played for Sri Lanka. He's an off-spinner. So I know his off-spinner means like I have seen him bowling like perfect off-spin action. When I saw in the TV, I also confused. Am I bowling like this? Right? So it looks odd, different, totally. So I think honestly, first time I'm seeing, maybe Darrell also add this, I'm unusual, I'm different. Maybe he thinks I'm chucking. It would have come. I'm just guessing on myself like that. But I was shocked only once. If he thinks that, if I see like that first time and he call me, I will say it's not deliberate. His mind, his eyes are looking at this. That's why I told about 2-dimension, 3-dimension. When you go in the illusion, there is a factor called illusion. So I learned from going for the test. So his illusion, I'm checking. He doesn't see the illusion part, right? He's speaking the 2 dimension. Eyes are seeing only 2 dimension. We can't see in the 3 dimension, right? So we can't see. So he was thinking like that. But I was shocked and upset because he could have called before. He was umpired about five or six times. Before 1 week before, he umpired in Sydney one-day game.
So in short, you thought it was a sabotage?
Would have been, in my mind.
Okay. I want to ask you, we've seen you smile on the field. We've seen you being hard on the field. I want to know behind the scenes, Anna, what are the breakdown moments you've had? I'm sure you must have walked into your dressing room or maybe at home in your entire journey where you've had moments where you probably sat down and cried to yourself. Can you relive those 2-3 moments where you actually had breakdowns?
When I was a kid. When I was age of 6, I studied in a Christian hostel. There was 600 students living in hostel. So in a dormitory, 60, 70. I was age of 6. Just when my parents put him in the hostel. It's a Catholic, very disciplined school. So first 6 days, I just broke down myself because I was with my parents and everything. The love and the affection of the family is so different. First 6 days, I literally cried myself. That is one time I did because, and also then after 6-7 days, I got used to that environment. See, it's like, that's why I don't see as me, in that situation, I looked as I'm a Sri Lankan. They were Muslims, they were Catholics, they were Buddhist, they were Hindus staying in this hostel. They were races, so many races, so many religions also there. But we act as like brothers because same way we fight, we do things, whatever, we have gangs, we have do this, but end of the day, we all like one family. It didn't bother about. So that's the life I have gone through with the hostel till 18 years. So that time, all hardships comes, ups and downs. So there are another 30 boys to help you. So when this incident happened, for me, it shocked.
Which incident?
95 incident happened. So I was well prepared for this. I didn't know about checking, but I was prepared ups and downs in life because hostel has taught me everything. So why I was good is, I was overcome easily is this one because of the support what as a captain Arjuna gave me, the belief that he doesn't believe and he stood for me and the whole team mate and whole country because I'm a minority person, right? They didn't think I'm a Tamilian because there are a lot of civil war and so much of problems going on. Even 20 million people get together and one thing, they supported me. And if they are believing on me and they are supporting me, so that's why I thought they believe, I don't want to break their favors. That's why I went to all the tests, all the things. I didn't cry. They are the people who behind me was supporting. And Arjuna totally said, Murali, you do what you want. He just scolded at me. Once time I told him, in 95, you don't leave, you stay. Your whole tournament. Those days, three months tournament. We play the VB series and the test matches also. And West Indies also were there. So it's a 3 months tournament. So December to it goes till February. So he said, Murali, you stay. I am ordering you. I said also one time, whether you are getting upset by the ICC, everyone is getting upset. Can I leave and go home? He said, no, you stay. You better be there. I will do. Your job is to bowl. I will handle everything. So he made it easy. And I was like, it's another thing happened, but I couldn't play some matches. I played some matches. Like that, this problem was, they've sent me to Western Australia University and check all the human movements and everything. Then ICC, in the end, I got through it like that. So it is the power of the people and this. That's why I thought when this war is happening. They all the people who are suffering, still they interested on me and supporting me when I was in as a whole country got together because of me as a minority person. So my responsibility also for this country as a Sri Lankan, when there are a lot of needy people, that's why I made sure with my manager and a friend called Ashan Malasek and Kushal Gunasekara, we made a foundation called Foundation of Goodness. Now 22 years, we are helping people close to 50,000 families every year, and we build for some 1,000 houses, and also 10,000 students we educate. We do about 80 sectors, women empower to everything. So sports also, all sports we support needy people. But funds are coming with us, and also people would not know. I will reveal to you. Today, my friends, co-teammates, opposition, like, Sachin, Yuvraj, like these, lot of people who have come and played matches for me to raise funding races, and they also supported. Shane Warne has come to, they are into awareness to everyone, and both them from north to south walked and collected money. It's like Andrew Flintoff, Michael Vaughan, Neil Faber, like, number of, and MCC is, we have called Central of Excellence, given by MCC, ground, everything. MCC.
Sure.
And then Surrey Cricket Club has given a ground and everything to us. Then Brian Adams has given a swimming pool to these people. So we have this all over, and we have heartbeat centers all over the country, like, even Jaffna, 3 centers. So we made it huge because of, I wanted to help people when they needed, when I needed, they all stood back me. That's why we have to do that. So this what happened. So these people doesn't know.
Thank you for revealing it first on my show. Yeah. I truly appreciate that, because I believe you got to give back to society. You've got to give back. Then what's the point of being an achiever when you can't?
Even see, people complain about, I see a lot of media, everybody complain about in society, like in India, they don't do. But people doesn't like to show off cricketers, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Once I was revealed to you, I was talking to, when I was playing for CSK, Jharkhand is a poor state.
Yes.
Right? And also, Dhoni is doing, he told me that I was very heart-touching thing, what we were saying. I said, Dhoni, what do you think? He said, he's giving this solar power for every house who are poor people to give electricity. So nobody knows. Right? So he told me personally, he was doing that is, I'm talking about 2008, 2009, that time. So now he must be doing still, but nobody knows, like Sachin. Right? They all do a lot of charity, Yuvraj. Everybody does charity. But cricketers doesn't want to seem like a cricketer. They don't want to boast themselves, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because already fame is there. Yeah. Why do you have to go and say, I'm helping this? So I think media should respect them. They also do charity a lot. I know that. That's why I am revealing here, because they don't want to come and tell I'm doing this.
Yeah. Sometimes it's important to even come out. I know it's not being boastful, but sometimes it empowers people looking at you all doing this.
No, because I feel bad sometimes in the media. They say so many bad things about when something happen, they're not fun, they're not giving anything, they're not going, because it's not true. They are doing own way in their managers they know what they are doing. They are not advertising themselves.
In fact, talking about Dhoni read your Dusra very well, okay? Because of the time you spent with him in CSK. In fact, that kind of paved the way for the World Cup 2011 as well. Virender Sehwag, one of your most potent forces on the other side facing you, he also said that, you know what, I just can't read this man. Murali is difficult to read.
No. He can't read, but he smashed me every time he batted.
So he's bullshitting, basically.
No, maybe it's true. Maybe he's not reading, but so Virender Sehwag is something different cricketer than I never ever seen, because the reason is, he's not afraid of getting out.
He's fearless.
Yeah, fearless. He's not scared of, I have to get 100. When he was 98 also, he will try to hit a 6 and get out. He doesn't care. He says, when I ask him, how can you play like Murali? Next day, there is another day coming. So that day I can do that. Today I try my best and better. So he doesn't give respect to any bowler or anything. He smashes. So that's why he's so dangerous. So in the other way, Sachin is the greatest batsman, but the billion people put a lot of pressure to him. Every time he walks in, they want every time him to get 100. When Sachin started playing his cricket, I saw first time in Hero Cup in 1993, I was playing against him. He came at number 92 or something. He came at number 6, right?
Yes.
And with 20 ball, he got smashed about 40 runs, and like that he played. Where he played against Shane Warne, in Sharjah, he's just smashing. So because of people want him to every time score, he slowed down his game, right? So he was very consistent with things. So it happens. Like Dhoni, same. When he came first time, I can remember in Jaipur, first match against us. He got about 170 or something. He smashed us like nothing. And whenever he comes, he smashes. Latter part of year, I was not easy to bowl to him because he was not attacking me. He was just want to do things like that. So because of the needs of the game and the captaincy role and whatever the finisher role, change his game.
In fact, they say, and this could be applied to all of us, the more successful you become, the more you get into strategies, dynamics, right? And you lose the essence of who you are.
Your flavor.
Because that's what made you who you are, right? Because you become successful, you start thinking in different ways, and then you start holding back what made you an actual
No,
hero.
because it is not you. It is your fans, your public. They put pressure to you. They want walk-in. They want Dhoni to stay there and finish the game. So he can't play the game that he started because he smashes, he take risk. When you take a risk, you might get out sometimes, right? So the responsibility all on is your head. So you can't take that risk, then you have to get calculated risk. That's why he waits till the last 4 overs, then take the calculated risk and finishes. He doesn't take the risk, so that is the game changer. So people push them into what they wanted. So, because the expectations put a lot of pressure to the players. So, Sehwag never, ever listened what public wants.
In fact, I was talking to Dada a couple of months back on stage, and Saurabh Dada was telling me he would be on the other non-striker's end, and then he would tell Sehwag, "Dekh, abhi tu control kar, tu abhi control kar." And Sehwag said, yeah, I'm controlling, don't worry. And he would do exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
Right?
That's him, that's Sehwag. That's the beauty of him.
Sid Ke Ka Angar, which means fire. All right, so let's do this. One friend of yours from the cricketing world who's been with you in your highs and lows.
As a friend, a lot of people was their highs and lows, but I would take Arjuna as a captain and Vanatunga, because what he's done, nobody will do for any cricketer.
If you were to wake up as a batsman, who would you like to be like?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin! One thing about your journey you really want to change. We've all done mistakes.
So I don't want to change anything. It is God has blessed me with beautiful life, and I never imagined myself I become this. It has given me everything. So why should I change?
A bowler you have tremendous amount of regard for.
Anil Kumble.
Why?
I think a person like him, I'm not saying he is not ability to turn much. He bowls quick and line and length is the master. So not easy to take wickets bowling like him, and he succeed in this highest level and taking 600 odd wickets. I regards on him.
One, Kumble, Murali, the best spinner of that era.
No, you can't say Sakline Mustaq.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's also up there. And Mushtaq Ahmed, leg spinner. Then
One name.
One more name is, I think, McGill.
But one you had to pick and choose from this. Who would that be?
Out of everyone, I love seeing bowling and everything. Shane Warne.
Shane Warne, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the greatest bowler. Because he's a what do you call you say him as a he's a star, because way he puts his game, way his arrogancy, way he comes and mesmerize, and also way he play on other people's mind is the master. Because he never bowled a googly. He can bowl, but the googly was not effective. But he made sure that he bowled a flipper for a shorter period. Then he will make sure so many deliveries, but he will take all the wickets from leg spin. So
last question.
Yeah.
Who was sledged against you which actually played with your mind?
Nobody can play with my mind when I'm in the first team, because when they sledge, we pretend to be, we don't understand English, right? One thing is, there's normally Asian countries won't sledge. They don't do like that. But normally is Australians, England, these people sledge, but we pretend and I smile. When they smile, they get upset because I'm not worked. Because what they want is, when you sledge, to get your egos up and try to put your pressure and try to do something you don't want. And really, I had first time when someone sledged, I went and reported to the umpire, and the match referee was Nasser Hussain in Kandy. It was ugly because he said something very bad to me, but he got away because it was not in the mic, because you need the probe, right? So he got away. So we are still friends. So always see, my thing is like, two philosophies in cricket, because I have to make more friends. One is in playing field, right? Everyone is my friend, whether I played or with or not, or I have good terms with played guys, also opposition, all the cricketers, they're all friends. That is one. Then other thing is, you do mistakes in life, right? And when you do the mistakes and you realize, you don't have to be ashamed of saying sorry to that person. That is one. And whoever forgive and forget, because forgive something. Some people do. See, that intern I say, Darrell called me. So I thought it's a benefit of doubt, but I was shocked because of the reason that he could have called me before. But why did he choose to? That's the only thing. But he umpired me in 2000 again, right? In Birmingham when we were playing. So I thought he must be a little bit nervous and upset and everything. But I make sure before start the match, I went to him and shook his hand and just asked about how he is doing and everything, made him comfortable. So he umpired the whole match without any pressure or anything, because see, he has done something wrong, but he would have realized it is right. So we have to move on, because we are in this world living. We all want to be prominent. We want to make money and everything there. But end of the day, money is not going to take anything anywhere, because you're leaving this without anything, only memories and what you cherish with friends, and putting the smile on other people is the most important thing, I think, as a human being.
And sometimes it's important to forgive and forget. Thank you so much, Murali Anda.
Thanks
I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you were very, very candid. You were no holds barred. And I'm sure the film is going to be as real as you are in person. I've admired you as a cricketer. I admire you even more for being honest to who you are and what you stand for. Thank you so much. I am Siddharth Kannan.
Thanks a lot.
Here comes the flipper. Bye.